Coming up in news tonight, Fort Charlotte MP Dr. Andre Rollins is thrown out of the House of Assembly. Plus,
Dr. Dwayne Sands weighs in on Dr. Andre Rollins' latest issues in the House of Assembly. That story straight ahead.
Could there be a new political party in the making? That and more tonight on our news.
welcome to our news. I'm Dana Smith. Thanks for joining us. Topping news tonight, following a fiery exchange with the Speaker of the House of Assembly, Fort Charlotte MP Dr. Andre Rollins was thrown out of the House of Assembly last evening and suspended for the remainder of yesterday's sitting. Vonik Toot has the details.
Just as debate wrapped up on the University of the Bahamas bill, drama erupted in the House of Assembly last evening, courtesy of Fort Charlotte MP Dr. Andre Rollins, who rose on a point of order. However, House Speaker Dr. Kendall Major wasn't having it.
You're not recognized. No, you're not recognized. You're not recognized. Honorable members, I wanted to thank you. You're not recognized.
Despite Major's refusal to recognize Rollins, the outspoken MP wasn't quite ready to take his seat.
That's your first warning. That's your second warning. No, the debate is over.
But did Rollins give up? Not a chance.
You are obstructing the rules. Member, that's your second warning. Take your seat. Take your seat.
You are being most unfair, Mr. Speaker. You're not even asking me what my point of order is.
Member,
You are not even allowing me
Member.
to explain myself.
The House Speaker got to his feet and called for the second reading of the bill, but it didn't end there. Rollins apparently appealed to be recognized once again from his seat, leading to this.
Member for Fort Charlotte, you're suspended. You're suspended. You're suspended. Sergeant, escort the member for Fort Charlotte out for the rest of the sitting. For disrupting this house. For disrupting this house. Escort the member. You could speak after the member leaves.
As a police sergeant tapped on Rollins' shoulder and asked him to leave, Long Island MP Loretta Butler Turner stood in his defense, but Major didn't budge.
Member, I've asked that the member be escorted from the chamber. The member suspended.
As members of Parliament looked on, Rollins retrieved his laptop and exited the chamber with 4 police officers in tow. Montague MP Richard Lightbourne left behind them. During member statements, Butler Turner questioned why the matter escalated to this point.
I just would like to have clarification on why the point of order was not addressed for the member for Fort Charlotte, and also why, in fact, the back and forth across the floor were from both sides, why such a thing would have come to this point. It's very sad when a person who sits in this chamber, we all get a little hyped sometimes, but at the end of the day, they should have the opportunity to vote on these significant bills.
Butler Turner said she is not questioning what the House Speaker did, but simply wanted clarification on why it happened. Major said the chair would not honor the request with an answer and concluded, "You can only speak for yourself." Reporting for our news, I'm Vonik Toot.
Senator Dr. Dwayne Sands is coming to the defense of the Fort Charlotte MP, insisting today that Dr. Rollins is a passionate nationalist who no doubt rubs some people the wrong way. Jasmine Brown has the details in this report.
Sands says while Rollins is not exactly perfect, he is a true Bahamian patriot who fights for what he thinks is best for the country.
I believe that Dr. Rollins is a true patriot, and he is a very passionate politician.
Sands' comments came after Rollins was escorted out of the House of Assembly last night. This is not the first time Rollins has caused a stir in the House of Assembly, and Sands, who is running for the post of deputy leader in the FNM in this month's convention, says he doesn't expect it will be the last for the outspoken politician. The FNM senator says there are many who do not agree with Rollins' outspoken nature, but he insists you just can't please everyone.
He is a firebrand politician. Some people love him, some people hate him, some people believe he is exactly what this country needs, and some people feel differently. In politics, you will never please everybody all the time.
Sands says the bottom line is Rollins is not a liability, but an active part of the FNM. Reporting for our news, I'm Jasmine Brown.
A new political party could be on the rise, according to the members of the People's Movement. The group is a calling on Bahamians who are hoping for something new. Giorgio Sturp reports.
There could be a new political party on the rise. The People's Movement launched their first group meeting last night, and according to one of the founding members, Steve McKinney, the turnout shows the level of support that the group has. According to McKinney, last night was a manifestation of what the Bahamian people are in desperate need of, but he says he would not call it a political party just yet.
Are we a political party today? No. Can we evolve into a political party tomorrow? Yes. Yes, we can. And if we do, then heaven would smile on us.
McKinney said the People's Movement comes at a time when Bahamians are in need of new leadership. He said the leaders of the two major political parties just aren't cutting it.
The people are crying out because they have no jobs. They're losing homes. There's this heavy crime epidemic that we have. We are on the verge of junk-born status. These things concern people. We can't get Bahama open. We have a government that's been dithering, not so sure what they are doing.
John Bostwick, who was the FNM's candidate for Bain and Grantstown in the 2012 general election, said it is hard not to compare the turnout of last night's event to that of recent opposition rallies.
To think that the hall was full to capacity. They brought in extra chairs. After they did that, they were standing room only. The corridors were full. People were outside in the parking lot. The parking lot was full. And again, not wanting to, but one can't help but compare and contrast at the same time. This is not a political party. This was not a rally. This was not something that was publicized beyond really one radio station.
Both McKinney and Bostwick say they look forward to the next steps of the People's Movement. Reporting for our news, I'm Giorgio Sturrow.
Port Charlotte MP Dr. Andre Rollins said he might run as an independent candidate if opposition leader Dr. Hubert Minnis is re-elected at the Free National Movement's convention later this month. Rollins had previously said he would not seek a nomination under Minnis. When asked about his political future yesterday, he said it all depends on the outcome of the convention and a few other factors.
I'm leaving that option open, absolutely. I'm leaving that option open. I would like to continue to contribute in public life. I haven't ruled out the possibility that I may not run, but I haven't ruled out the possibility that I may run either. The question remains under what banner.
Rollins has said it would be hypocritical to seek an FNM nomination if Minnis retains the top post, given the part he played in that group of FNM MPs who expressed no confidence in Minnis and pushed for an early convention.
The leader has a lot of influence in determining whether or not one will be offered a nomination, and if I'm not offered a nomination, then it may be that if I am to run, it will have to be as an independent. I'll have to make a decision on that.
Long Island MP Loretta Butler Turner is challenging Minnis for the leadership position, but Rollins said he has still not decided whether he will support her either.
Some have clearly ventured that because I called for an early convention, it automatically meant that I was supporting Mrs. Butler Turner, and that's a mistake to draw that conclusion.
However, Rollins added he is fully dedicated to the FNM and running for another political party is not an option.
If I am to run under any other banner, it would not be a political party or an established organization. It would only be as an independent, because my time in politics, while very brief thus far. Clearly, there are persons who have questioned the number of affiliations that I've had in this short space of time. I can assure you that I will not be running for any other political organization. I'm solidly entrenched with the Free National Movement now.
The FNM convention is coming soon, set for July 27th to July 29th. Rollins said he's certain the convention will be filled with intrigue.